Okay, so I've been found out. I am not real. This is all an AI image, an AI character. I am actually 2 foot tall. I have 3 eyes. I have 1 tooth, and I have wild orange hair. But I'm still gonna go on and do some drawing. We have now 2,700 half-hour videos on here for you to watch, and you still want more. Right, I got some requests today. One is for a goofy bird. I have no idea what a goofy bird is, but we shall find one. That's the magic of art. We can create anything. So, let's do a goofy bird. Are you ready? Just wait. Okay, so my name is Kieron Seamons, and we are going to do some ink. We're going to do some... I've got some lovely green ink there. It would be nice to use some of that. Or green ink or paint. I can't remember which one it is. It looks like paint. Some kind of project where I've mixed up some green ink. And I've got this idea for this kind of shape. I have no idea what it's going to look like, of course. But I do have this kind of vulture-y type thing in my mind. So let's start. Let's get in, and I want to start off with doing some paint. I want to get some color down there to give me some kind of body of some sort to kind of work with. And I love the idea of a really like splish splashy chunky body. I love the idea of kind of getting in there and getting a nice kind of... And one of the beautiful things about using paints is it naturally has a texture. So in most cases you're not really struggling to kind of build up textures in. And in a lot of cases, like for example with the brush, if you're going up and down and up and down, you're kind of getting some kind of feather effect. And I'm just going to kind of get a nice kind of... I want to have a little bit of a wildness around the collar. And although that is indeed, as probably many of you will think, that it is making the more that I put on, it'll make a thicker, more painted texture to dry. But I'm hoping, I think it's an acrylic, so it should dry reasonably quick. And that's another thing. Get used to your tools. Get used to your mediums, whatever you're using, inks, paints, whatever. Get used to them, and that's part of your sketchbook. Get in there and draw something and paint it up, just for fun. This is not about something that's going to be framed for the Queen or the King or whatever. It is going to be something that is in your mind for progressive works. And in that I mean something that you're working on over time. Something that you are working to build up. And to get that feeling. So that's kind of like a body type feeling. And now I need to get in and start to think again. The body is a square block, is how I see a vulture. And I see it with very short, clunky feet. And I see it with a very bulbous and goofy and angry and dangerous looking head. So let's get in and kind of nice start. I love it when it just kind of naturally just explodes like that. And a lot of these drawings are about feeling, okay? A lot of my drawings are really, I kind of fall in love more with a drawing that I got a feeling for, that I have kind of drawn sometimes with a mistake or a splash of ink that maybe hasn't really happened the way I wanted it to, but it develops into something so beautiful and so gorgeous that you wish you drew like that every single day of the year. So don't be so critical with yourself. Don't be so kind of listening to those art channels where they're saying you can't do this and you can't do that and you should do this and you should do that, and if you're going to use oil paints, make sure you're doing it this way, and if you're going to use ink, make sure you're doing it this way. Don't. Get in and find out what that medium is. You want to learn watercolors? Don't watch any videos. Don't. Get a sketchbook, a notebook, a piece of some kind of book that you can scribble and splash your paint and sit for a couple of hours a day, every day, and just throw the ink, throw the paint, throw whatever it is, and find it yourself. Find it. What is this thing called Indian ink? Why? What happens? Can I wash it out? Can I bleach it out? Can I rub it out? Can I erase it? Ask all these questions and you will find a lot more about your drawing style, a lot more about you, a lot more about your medium from finding it yourself. In the same way that, you know, I'm sure the best kind of singing teachers are the ones that say, go out, stand in the street and sing. You will hear your voice in a different way. Get out into the street and sing, and you will learn about your voice. You will learn about how a voice works in an open space. You will work out how your voice sounds to the people that are looking at you. The same way with paint, the same way with ink. Don't even listen to me. You know? Listen to yourself. Get your sketchbook and just draw and draw and draw and paint and paint and paint. And if you start painting weird stuff, keep going. And the more you draw, the more you will find yourself. I draw every day. Every day. Doesn't matter what's happening. If my leg falls off as I'm walking around in the park, I come back and I put it on the sofa and I draw. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anyone stop you. Draw. Draw, 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 draw. Paint, draw, write poetry, do whatever you want to do in life. But do it. Do it. And yes, I know birds don't have teeth. I know. But my bird has teeth. My bird has teeth. Yes, it does. And he's called Alberto. Why is he called Alberto? Because that's his name. I've got some inks over there, and I'm going to put some grey on around that area over there. And now you can already see how my mind is working on shapes, and it's not working about detail, it's working on shapes. And it's working on how I'm going to connect these two creatures, these two shapes that I have developed. So drawing is about finding you, painting is about finding you. And I don't really believe that anybody can find you for you. If that makes any sense. Get out your paintbrush and your ink and just draw. Even if it looks bad. At least if it looks dreadful, it looks so bad you don't want to show anybody. At least it's you, right? Right. And in most cases, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a good drawing or if it's a bad drawing. But it does matter if you enjoyed it. If you enjoy the process, if you enjoy what you're doing, then it is a beautiful, magnificent piece of artwork. If you feel something while you're doing it, then it is incredible. Because art is all about feeling. And right now I'm feeling fantastic. Because I've got this strange bird and I've decided to give him some kind of collar of some shape. Why? I have no idea why I decided to give him this fur collar under his chin. But I'm so glad I did. And you won't find this in your bird books. This bird comes from in here. Get out there and get your brain. Turn the television off. Turn the internet off. Turn me off. Go and draw. Think. Start using your own brain. Start using your own thinking. What would you like to draw? Sit for, you're going to sit there for 10 minutes. You're not going to know what you want to draw. You're not going to know. But if you turn the internet off, turn the light off, sit there with your sketchbook, sit there with your notebook, whatever you have, just sit there and wait. Wait and wait. And your brain will start saying, it's all quiet, it's all quiet, it's all quiet. Hey, guess what? I just had this great idea. And you'll start to think, you start to use your brain. Boom. How incredible would that be? Huh? How incredible would that be? To start getting in there and start to finding your own thoughts. Well, I've got this idea to draw a strange, goofy bird, like a kind of vulture shape, but it's not a vulture. It's something different. And it's got spots on his neck. And he's got a very long, bendy neck. And it comes up like that. And it comes out and it bends and it goes back into the body. And the body is green. Oh, just broken a nib. Don't worry. Don't let it bother you. You've broken a nib. So what? Get another one. Will you be good? Thank you. Yeah, why not? Talk to your nibs. Talk to your paintbrush. Why not? Some crazy people out there talk to their plants and stuff like that. So why can't we talk to our pens? This pen is called Diablo. Diablo. You want me draw for you? Yes, I do. Okay, I draw good. I don't know what accent that is, but that's where he's from. My pen. That's nice. I'm gonna kind of give him. I'm gonna give him some kind of spooky eyes. You imagine that they're like a white or a light blue, and they're just staring at me. Why have you created me? He says. Oh dear, dear, dear. I think it must be that weird tea that I was drinking earlier. It's kind of made my head go a bit funny. So let's just feel that. Yeah, just put your whole hand on your painting. Who cares? It's your painting. Feel it. It's damp. Damp. Right. Well, if it's damp, let's draw somewhere else, okay? Because I don't really want my ink to start melting into the. And that's what it will do. If it's wet, your ink will just push. That's nice. I like that. And as you're drawing your character, whatever you're drawing right now, because you are drawing, right? You must be drawing. You have to be drawing. Go and get a sketchbook. Go and get some little notebook of any sort and just start doodling. Start opening your mind. Start letting all that beauty that's inside you out. And start to feel like I need something thicker. Lovely. Look how beautiful that wing has come up. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous, the way that wing is just sticking out like he's almost kind of like he's making some kind of gesture to us. But start feeling about your character. What kind of character is he? Is he a bad kind of bird that wants to be good? Is he a good bird that wants to be bad? Is he a bit of a goofy, doesn't know anything about anything type of bird? Or is he a really clever bird that kind of looks goofy, that we need to be careful about? Who is he? And that's where you come in. I love to hear what you think. Now at the top of my page, there is a donation page. If you love today's drawings and you want to kind of give me some kind of donation to help this page stay alive, then please do. It's right at the top near the logo of my YouTube page, and you can send me a donation. Or if you don't want to give away your hard-earned cash, then run over and buy a book. One of my brainiest combustible books. And inside it, lots of big crazy drawings like that one. And what else have we got? And that one, look at that, magnificent. That's very similar to what we're doing now. Wow. There's a nice one. Look at that one. And this book has got lots of illustrations inside it. Look at that. And that one. That one's a cool one. Look at that. And there's lots of them in that book. The Brainiest Combustibles by me. Go and treat yourself to a book. When was the last time you bought yourself a book? And I'm going to give him some very thick, chunky legs. I'm going to give him very thick and chunky toes with big, gnarly claws that are coming off. I would love you to support me in any way. I would love you to click that subscription button over there so that it tells YouTube that, hey, that's kind of like a cool guy. I like him. And that's all it does. It doesn't cost you anything. It just says that you liked what you saw. You liked the mad adventure that we just had. Or you could pop on over to my shop and buy yourself a lovely mug or t-shirt or something. And if you don't see what you like, say, hey, I loved that drawing you did the other day. Can you stick it on a t-shirt for me? Or a mug for me? And I shall say, okay. Anything to keep this adventure. And I see it is an adventure. This is me exploring my art, and you're the kind of like a fly on the wall type of thing. You're kind of like spying in on what I'm up to and what I'm doing. And there's my thick-legged bird. And although the request was kind of like for a goofy bird, I think he kind of does look quite kind of goofy in a way. He looks kind of like goofy, and we don't really know if he's a good guy or a bad guy, do we? And that's quite a beautiful thing when you kind of meet those type of people that you can't read them straight away. You're kind of looking at them going, hey, you're not going to eat me, are you? Well, of course not. No. But you just step forward, mate. You know, that type of people. Right, I don't see any green. I don't see any, so I'm going to drag some ink down from it. This is another wing that's all kind of buckled up, bent up, folded up, whichever word you wish to use. Lovely. And I love doing my drawings. Every day I sit and draw to ease my mind and relax my thoughts and to open my mind to the world. As we all should. We should open our mind and show somebody about what is going on in there. Paint it. draw it. Draw it and paint it. And I love the way that the feathers are kind of like this kind of almost like scales. I love that about birds. I love the fact that you're kind of looking at it thinking, wow, what an incredible beast you would have been 1,000,000 years ago. Even though you're an incredible beast now, you have feathers instead of scales, which probably at one time you had. Which is exactly like this fellow here. That is a very goofy, scary, spooky type of creature, and I love it. Now I'm going to get down here and put my name on there, so you don't forget who I was. My name is Kieron Seamons, and I would love you to come and subscribe to my drawing channel. And every day we talk about things, and we relax our mind, and we just open the world, and we draw. And if you bring your pen and your paper, you can draw along with me. You can just draw, and I'll look at what you're doing, and you can look at what I'm doing. How's that? That sounds like cool, doesn't it? And you just draw and open your mind to the world. It's a beautiful thing. So, I'm now going to frame my bird. I'm going to frame him, and I love the way that body and the wing come out there. Now that ink's still not dry, so would I get away with putting some green on there? Do I see any other wet parts? Maybe I could. Maybe I could. Let's see. Let's see if I can be gentle and I can drop in some green just to give us more. That's so beautiful. And we are just going to touch up a little bit. We're just going to add some extra green so that the wing looks more like it's attached. And don't worry about any splashes that you make all over the place. Don't worry about it. Nobody noticed. Just get on there and draw. And open your mind, open your heart, open everything. Just share how you're feeling. Share your mood. Look at that. Hasn't that come up beautiful? Don't you feel excited about the whole drawing process? We've drawn this kind of crazy bird. Oh, man. That is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. I love it. And I would love to know what you think about it. Let's wash that up. And I am going to take a nice big thick chunky brush. What have I got? Oh, that's nice. Let's have a look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Beautiful, beautiful. The way that ink just is like it's alive, the way the ink falls. I love that about the kind of liquid form, that it just kind of is just alive. you know. I love it. I absolutely. I think it's delicious the way it just folds. It's just incredible. And that is our magnificent, our absolutely gorgeously magnificent crazy bird. And I love it. I'm very, very, very pleased with it. What do you think? I would love to know. I would love to know what you think about today's drawing. I would love to know where you're from and what you're thinking and anything you want to say. So, that is today's drawing. It's some kind of goofy, scary bird that's kind of looking at us with that eye like, wow, am I going to eat you? So, thank you very much for being here. And thank you for sharing tonight's drawing. And I will see you again because you're going to subscribe and you're going to come back again and you're going to see some more drawings that we are having so much fun doing. So, I will see you again very, very, very soon. It was a pleasure to meet you. See you soon. Bye-bye.